forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger has finally been handed her sentence. And get this, besties, she was sentenced to 2 years in prison with a year suspended, and that means she'll actually serve just 1 year behind bars. 1 year is enough though, ain't it? Karen's conviction comes from an incident in March 2024 in Potomac, where she crashed her 2017 Maserati. Child, she hit a median, a crosswalk sign, and a parking sign before finally stopping off the road. Now, during the trial, police body cam footage showed Karen visibly disoriented and admitting that she had been drinking before the crash. She was found guilty on several charges, including driving under the influence, negligent driving, and failing to control her speed to avoid a collision. I didn't even know that was a thing. However, she was cleared of reckless driving. I guess they figured they had to clear her of something because... My God. After the crash, Karen said her erratic driving was due to an emotional conversation that she'd had about her late mother while having dinner with a friend. But honey, the court wasn't trying to hear all that. She went to rehab afterward, which is why she wasn't at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Some people thought she went to rehab to try to influence her sentencing, but that didn't really work. As part of her sentence, she'll pay $2,900 in fines. She won't be able to drive for a year after her release, and she's going to have 5 years of supervised probation. This is actually her 4th alcohol-related traffic offense since 2006, if some of you all are wondering why her sentence was so severe. She has 30 days to appeal the decision. I don't know if she'll appeal it or not. Like, what would she say? What do you think about this, Auntie?
I think that this time behind prison would give her the rehab that she needs, the real rehab. Although I don't know, because they talk about that prison wine they be making in the toilet bowl. So she might go in there and come out just as addicted to alcohol as she was before she went in. Now this will be in her 4th alcohol-related traffic offense. Says a lot. It says a lot, even if it's spread out. I know we said it was since 2006, but girl, with all the money you got, you can't just hire a driver. Huh? You can't call Uber or Lyft. You could even get black car service. Hell, I've even gotten black car service. It's very affordable. Like, what are we doing? You got enough money to stay out of prison, and it's called taking responsibility and accountability. And it's called stopping something before it happens. You know you finna get, y'all gonna have to bleep this out. Effed up. You know you finna get woe out. You know you finna be sky high. You know you finna be 3 sheets to the wind. Hire you a driver, huh? Call a friend. Call Uber, call Lyft, huh? Hire you a driver for the weekend. Like, this don't make no sense. This could have been completely avoidable. And you big enough. Huh? You 61. Now you big enough to know better. And the fact that they saw your age and still said, nope, you gotta go for at least a little while. Baby. And $2,900 in fines ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, honey. So that, if I was her, that's what would really make me mad, because I'd be like, well, I'm rich enough to pay it off, but they mean business when they put you behind bars, don't they? They don't, And she lucky that she didn't hurt herself or anybody else. That's the thing about driving under the influence. That's just, inconceivable, because you're driving a machine that weighs thousands of pounds, made out of steel. Well, mostly fiberglass nowadays. But anyway, it's heavy, right? And that's why you have to have a license to drive it, because they want to make sure that you know the traffic laws and regulations, and that you are responsible enough, to operate one of these motor vehicles. They could have been children harmed or anything, honey. You don't play with people's lives like that. Sit in your house. Sit in your big old house and get towed down. Huh? Why you gotta go out here and mess with other people's lives? Don't do that. We're gonna see what happened. I'm sure she'll be taking interviews, honey, and calls and everything like that from behind bars. I want to know if she's gonna try to appeal this. But like the narrator said, I don't know what she would get up there and say that she didn't try to say the first time. Yeah, I think the judge would be like, ain't no way. Ain't no way, baby. Gonna have to sit in there for a little while. Think about this. And I think this is her first time going to jail, though. I think maybe she's done maybe like community service and stuff like that before, or paid fines. This is her first time going to prison. This ought to set her straight. At least I hope so, for herself and for others. What y'all think, besties?